Jimmy Carter died.
Jimmy Carter died. That's a big deal. 100 years old.
Anyway, I love Jimmy Carter. I've always loved Jimmy Carter. Ever since I was a little girl, I love Jimmy Carter. I think he's wonderful and sweet. And I loved learning about his life. And he's an interesting man. And he eradicated the guinea worm. And he did a lot of good shit. And I think that it's really sad that he's going to. Well, it's not really sad. He's 100 and his wife died. It's time for them to be together. But he did die.
Yeah, I thought one of the most impressive things about Jimmy Carter was how active he was in all the humanitarian work after he was president.
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely didn't just lay back on his laurels. He had quite a career after his presidency of just doing all these noble things. You know, he physically too. He volunteered his time and his energy and all that. You know, all the home building. What do they call it?
Habitat for Humanity.
The Habitat for Humanity. Yeah, he was very active in that.
And the Carter Center does all kinds of like I said, he did eradicate the guinea worm. It's not a joke.
I'm glad too, because I was always worried about them damn guinea worms.
Listen, it's a serious thing. It used
What
to
the hell is
kill.
it? What is a guinea worm? Tell me about it.
Well, it's a worm, honey. I'm going to look it up here. Guinea worm. But it used to kill a lot of people in Africa. A lot of people. And it.
So this is like a killer worm.
See this nasty worm? That comes,
Yeah, that's pretty nasty.
yeah.
It goes inside people?
A parasitic infection occurring in parts of Africa without access to safe water. It kills you, man. Sometimes the articulars lead to permanent disability. How many people? It's rarely fatal.
So it doesn't kill people.
It does kill people.
It rarely kills people.
About a year after infection, a painful blister forms, 90% of the time on the lower leg, and one or more worms emerge accompanied by a burning sensation.
Oh, man, that sounds horrible.
It's awful, yeah.
I had no idea I was going to be on a podcast today learning so much about the guinea worm.
Jimmy Carter wanted to see guinea worm disease eliminated. He came very close. There used to be like 3 or 4 million cases a year, and there were 13.
Oh, that's a hell of an impact.
And it's a bad disease. Maybe it doesn't kill you, but you don't want to. Would you want to have worms crawling out of your feet and legs?
Hell no, I don't want worms crawling out of my feet and legs.
Well, neither did these people in Africa. And Jimmy Carter, he fixed it for him. That is one of the really cool things he did. Another thing, he was really into having fair and free elections. He would go to these places and help make sure that they had.
Oh, these foreign countries?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he also did a lot of other cool stuff.
What kind of cool stuff?
Well, he taught Sunday school.
It was a cool story, right? He actually taught Sunday school, and they would let pretty much anybody come to his class, right?
Yeah,
They had to sell tickets or something, right? I mean, that'd be too damn many people. And
no, you just had to stand in line. I read about it. If I recall, sometimes there were 200, 300 people in his Sunday school class, but you could go and at least 2 Sundays a month, and they had a schedule. You could look it up on the church's website, what Sundays he was going to be there. You could go and actually sit in his Sunday school class, and then after church, you could stay and get your picture taken with him.
wow.
Yeah, he had a thing as he got older, I guess, where they didn't. They had rules like they didn't shake hands or touch people because he didn't want to get sick. He was
Right, because he's an old man.
He's getting older, yeah. And this is before COVID, but still. Jason and I were actually going to go down there one Sunday. I already had a weekend picked, and we were going to go down there, fly to Atlanta, and drive to Plains, and I was so excited. And
then he fell and broke something,
Jimmy
right?
had a fall, yeah. And really, I don't know that he ever really was there all the time. I don't know what his schedule was after that, but it seemed to have. And then he got diagnosed with cancer after that, so we never made it.
Yeah, we never made it, that's for sure.